Don't be confused. It's definitely the Hopkins Royals versus the Delano Tigers. Luke tries to get a hold. The puck sneaks past him, and Horowitz tries to pull it out. Not able to. I got a partner in crime here. I got to tell you, I love Andy Haney. Him and I shared a score clock last year in the Raspberry Jam, and he's back here just grinding for me to set up the tripod. Schwarzenschumber tries to dump it out, can't get it past center ice, and Tigers dump it right back into the Royals zone. Tigers turn and fire, and a puck that gets deflected goes wide to Trino. Trino in net tonight. Ty played in net versus the Tigers the first time. Trino with a nice pad save there. It was a tight game in the first period last time. It was 1-1 after one, and then Delano snuck away with a victory there at the end. Delano currently tied for first place in District 3 Delano B1. Nice block from Terry. Elder tries to punch it out. A lot of play here in our zone. We got to find a way to get a hold. Luke can't get that one. Puck goes off his glove and sneaks into the net. And just like that, we're down 1-0. I got her. Thank you.
That's not on there very secure.
Not on very secure. Got it.
Let's go!
All right, so we're on the tripod here. One that we probably want back, hit off his glove and went in. Snowstorm type goal. That one just kind of found its way in. Tonight we got a big move here, folks. We'll talk about it after the Tigers work it into the zone. We got Walter playing forward tonight. And by the way, highly anticipated debut of Jameson tonight. Jamo Knight coming back into the action for your Hopkins Royals. Tip comes in on Luke, pad save. And boys need to wake up here, as it's been a tough, slow start after the initial run down the ice. Nelson actually playing forward, it looks like. Hey, right there, forget about the play. That is a birthday. Nikki Nelson, we just did a fireball shot for the entire parents. That's why we're running a little late for Nikki's 32nd birthday. So right there, Nikki Nelson, 32. Happy birthday, Nikki. Terry up to Dieterman. Dieterman wheels it over to Walter. Walter, we talked about playing forward tonight. Got a whistle here. Too many men. The Tigers had too much roar, and the Tigers with 6 wimpy men on the ice will go in the box. So we've been pretty good on the power play this year. We've got a 25% conversion rate on the power play. You got to like that. See if we can't knot it up here at 1. Barry on the draw. He's got Rammer, Ben, and look at this, folks. If you're not excited, you're not living. Right there is Jamo Knight back in action. His brother on the varsity team, not able to play tonight because Hopkins scared of snow. They canceled all high school hockey activities. Puck comes back to Walter, who's forward and playing D on the power play. Almost had a tip there to get a goal, just missed. Jamo can't keep it in. Comes back to Walter. Walter back to Jamo. Jamo back up to Rammer. Nickname Soup here. Tigers got a break coming the other way. We'll hustle back. Jamo, look at that speed. Shot on Luke, gets a pad save. Tigers pinch it in and keep it hemmed in our zone. They'll fire it in the corner there. I don't know how to manage this tripod. This tripod's so big, I can't really straddle the thing. It's just commanding presence here, the tripod. Ben with a couple of moves, tries to get our first shot on goal, can't. Does a good job picking up in front of the Tigers attendee. And Delano spins it out, comes the other way. Deep shot on Luke. Excuse me while I adjust our tripod here. Connor pushing the action. We'll zoom in on Connor. Shot goes off the side of the net. Battle behind the Tigers net. Pitzel's still out there working hard on the power play. He's in the corner, tries to fire it out front, can't connect. Soren tries to move it over, can't. Delano comes back the other way, and Isaac, as he's done all season, breaks up the play. Continued great play by Isaac. Ben tries to bump out the puck, and Connor picks it up underneath the breezers of Isaac. If the boys get hustle, it's an odd man situation as the Tigers' stick was stuck under Isaac's breezers. Soren, who just misses connecting with Horowitz. So we're in a snowstorm type situation here. We saw 4 inches of snow in 3 hours. We're in a little bit of a lull. And then after the lull, we'll go back into another deep snowstorm. What's your favorite snowstorm moment? I mean, I'm going to vomit when I hear 1990-91 Halloween snowstorm, because that's all you hear. We're so proud of that as 45, 50-year-old adults. But it was fun, the Halloween blizzard. You can't deny that. Good grab there by Barry as he came by me. Thank you, Barry. You can't deny the Halloween blizzard of 91. I mean, it was successful for a lot of reasons. Memorable, a lot of snow. Never to be forgotten type thing for our group. We're off to the deepest snowpack we've had in December in 20 years. Sam moves that up to Sam Elder. Sam to Sam connection. Sam I am up to Jake Horowitz. Horowitz with a couple of moves, looking to get it to the net. Fires it out front. Can't get it to go. Horowitz, oh, nice opportunity. Horowitz gets it to Wyatt. Wyatt chips it in on a, well, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool memory there. Dieterman battling in the corners. I talked about snow. Pitzel's got it, comes out of the corner with it. Makes a couple moves on his lefty stick. And a clapper by Isaac hits the pads of Ben, and then Connor picks up the loose change right in front of the bench. Walter playing forward tonight. Love to see it. Moves it over to Wyatt. Wyatt to Ben. Ben with a shot. Misses the net. He'll want that one back as he kind of shrugged his shoulders. Pitzel moment. Joe was telling me snowstorms for him, childhood memory was his mom would pound a bottle of wine on a snowstorm night when she knew the kids were out of school. That's going to be a nice scene, so I get a lot of time to tell this story. Pitzel's mom would slam a bottle of wine on a snowstorm evening because she had 5 kids and she knew she had to deal with them all out of school the next day. I mean, think about it today. What's to look forward to for a kid out of school? They get sent home with an iPad and they still got to dial in. When I was a kid and you were sent home from school, you know, eager anticipation. Dietermans were telling me this tonight. Looking at the scroll at the bottom of a news station to say, hey, am I going to school tomorrow or not? And if not, it's all day party time. I'm going to annoy my parents the best I can. Now he gets home with an iPad. Here comes the Tigers back the other way. Good battle by Terry there on the wing. Puck skitters out in front of Luke. Sam Elder chips it out. Elder, great moment here on this rink. Just a little over a week ago, scored a shootout goal to put us in a commanding lead in the shootout against Stillwater in the championship game. The puck, that just makes me feel good to say. Shot by the Tigers. Luke steers that one aside into the corner. And the Tigers are going to get a roughing penalty here. They take down Hallberg. They got a cross check. We'll spin her all the way down. Right there, that is an important story. Gettysburg, South Dakota. Tracy told me about a Gettysburg, South Dakota snowstorm story where it was back when she was still in Olson, apparently. And oh my God, the horror stories of her dad sticking his head out the window trying to drive. They're stuck in the middle of nowhere. Gettysburg, South Dakota. Are you kidding me? Never heard of it. And that was her snow story. We've all got those fun memories as a child of snow, and that's what we got tonight. A sparsely filled pavilion tonight. The refs did their job and showed up. Power play for a minute 45 here as number 11 for the Tigers went in for a cross check. No Tiger parents filming here, so maybe we have some Tiger parents watching. They got the best of us in the first contest down in Delano, and man, kudos to these Tigers. That drive sucks, I gotta be honest. Driving out to Delano on a weeknight, on any night, sucks. It's just way out there for us. So 40-minute drive. We obviously are in rush hour. And the Tiger fans had to brave 4 inches of snow and all that challenging drive terrain. So not a fun drive, that's for sure. Horowitz has got it. Elder working hard in the corner. Back to Horowitz's blade. Oh, he just misses Hallberg. There's a good setup on the power play. Can't connect. And we're going to have a interference call here. Tripping, they call it, on Hopkins. Nelson. Stick got caught up in the skate of the Tigers, and the Tigers didn't have enough claws on the ice and went down. So we'll be 4-on-4 for 58 seconds. Delano off to a good start this year in districts. Shot comes in on Luke. Nice job by Luke. Good save as the puck was tipped down onto the ice, skidded once into his pads, and he got a hold. Do it again. Barry on the drive. 21 for the Tigers, able to pull it out of the skates of Barry, and Walter back on Dia on this 4-on-4 situation. Moves it up to Pitzel. Pitzel dances it into the zone. Schwarzenschruber's got it. Fires a tough angle shot on the goalie. He makes a good save. And the Tigers spin it back out of the zone. And I'm still battling with this tripod. The thing is just unwieldy. I don't know where to stand. Awkward is to say the best. Barry's got it. Fights off a check from Tigers number 8 or 9. Still got the puck, looking for some space there. And Delano was able to pull that off his stick as Barry was looking for someone to pass to. 21 will dump it in and get a change here. We got 4 Royals that need to spin out of the zone quick because they're on a penalty kill now. Parents are yelling PK. There's my daughter. She walks in from her swimming lessons tonight. Swimming not canceled. Swimmers aren't pussies as they go out to play and swim and battle. Oh, great opportunity by the Tigers as they had a near side opportunity and they just missed the net, so we got pretty lucky. My daughter says hi, and I just was telling you, swimmers are tough, man. If you go swim in a pool with them, you'll understand what work you put in. Shot by the Tigers, blocked by Trino in net. Already 10 shots on goal by the Tigers here in the first period, and the puck comes out of the zone. 15 seconds left on the penalty to Isaac for tripping. Tigers make a couple of shots, and then they fire it up over the net. Another good opportunity there as 12 has had 2 good chances in this power play. He can't convert. Tigers use their D. Luke gets a pad save there. Ramey can't get it out. 19 with the deep shot on Luke. He'll eat that one up. No rebound. And a desperately needed whistle as we go back to full strength. Look at this dancing going on here. You get 1 fireball shot in Amanda, and she is ready for Duluth. We got a Duluth hockey tournament. The moms are going to go on a little team building of their own Friday night in Duluth. I applaud them all for this excursion they're going to have. Probably a couple of small glasses of wine will be drank. They're not with the boys. They'll be shot on Luke. Luke's another nice save. Luke off to a good start here. Making a lot of biscuits. Pulls that one. The moms can have a little fun in Duluth, so good for them. Taking a break from our hockey team where we've had some success. 3rd in a tournament, 1st in a tournament. Districts has been a little tougher. See if we can't right the ship for the rest of the game. Luke's keeping us in it here as he's faced a lot of shots in the first period. Tigers chip it in off the glass. They wave that off. No offsides. J-Mo back. Out there. Luke gets a hold. And a deep shot. Delano tends to use their points really well, I've seen so far. Most of the play being in our zone, but they're using the points really well here. Feeding the puck back to the defenseman, trying to get a tip in on Luke. So far unsuccessful. I mean, what I like to see is all the shots from Delano have been really outside the circles, so that's helped us. They've missed on a couple of big opportunities there near side, but other than that, their shots from the outside aren't going to hurt you. Luke with his 5'9" frame is going to stop most of those. Jacobson up at right wing tonight, loses the handle coming into the Tigers zone. And as we talk about, we still miss Preston offsides here at the line. We miss Preston. I think we're all anxious to see him back. He's on the bench tonight. We have yet to have a full team this year. Preston with a broken wrist in our last contest, so tough go for him, but sounds like he'll be back pretty soon. Not a really long, extended time out of action, which is helpful. Isaac behind Trino. 5 from the Tigers is there, and then 21 pulls it out, finds the guy wide open for the net. Luke makes the first save, does a nice job on the first save. Tigers pick up their own rebound, and then he pounds it in, and 20 had a near side opportunity. Luke made a great save, and then he picked up that rebound and found a way to chip it up over Luke. Quickly 2-0 Delano here. 2 minutes left in period number 1. Ramsey on the draw. Delano spins it back into our zone where the action's been most of this period. Luke gets the cover and says, no, thank you. And out comes baseball music at a hockey game. I am as confused as you. I mean, we'll take anything at this point to get the puck out of our zone. If it's baseball music, I'll say send it over. No icing. Terry gives chase. Elder breaks it up. I don't think the shots are accurate. It does not feel like 16, but it could be. It feels more like 12-ish to me. Sam in there, wings it around, can't get it out. I can tell you this much. It's like all the snow landed in our zone and we just can't get the puck out of there. Delano making it work their way as they use it back to the point after driving here in the snow. They are hungry for a victory, that's for sure. They put it back behind Trino. They cycle the puck out. Here's that defenseman work I was talking about. Deep shot, can't get through as Elder blocks it. Connor fights him off the puck, or sorry, Nolan does. Moves it up to Sam Elder. That can't go. As I dance around the tripod one more time, Jack Berry dances around the blue line, and we're offsides here. And we'll keep it right there. 23 and a half seconds remaining in the first period. It's been all Delano. We had our fair share of opportunities early on. We had a really great opportunity while I was still setting up the tripod that we just couldn't connect on, and then 2 power plays with not much to show for it. Hallberg, Berry, and Horowitz. Nelson and Jamo at D. Puck comes out to Hallberg. Tigers get that. They'll wheel it around their net. Jamo pinches, tests his hip, and makes sure that's back to full strength. Tigers pick it up here right in front of me. Jack pushes him off the puck. Puck comes to Isaac. Isaac with the birthday mom, his brother's out, Jonah is out playing hockey at Maple Grove, that Squirt B1 team, or maybe he's Pee Wee, I think he's Pee Wee now. Good team either way. And that's it for period number 1. All Tigers. See if we can turn the tide here in period number 2 with the long game. I'm zooming in as far as I can, but I think that just says we're up 2-0 on their board. All right, so not the period we were hoping for. One of the things we talked about tonight is we have, through 8 games, only scored 10 goals in districts. I ain't just not going to cut it. We're a period in. We've got 0 tonight again. Our goaltending's been good. Both Ty and Luke have played a solid amount of good district games. Kept us in as many as they can, but you got to find the net, boys. Time to tickle the twine here. We have only scored 10 goals and 8 games and a third at this point. That is just not going to cut it. Tigers punch it into the zone. Luke plays that puck over to Connor. Ben shoulders the Tigers off the puck. And the puck comes out to Wyatt. He tries to move it out. Tigers intercept. Shot on Luke. Nice save by Trino. As he saw that one clearly. Gets a hold, hands the puck over to the ref, and we'll see if we can find something. I don't know what that something's going to be, but we got to find something here. Pitzel wins the draw, and then he goes to pick up his own draw. Tigers come out of the corner with it, and thankfully we disrupt that one. Nelson there battling right in front of his birthday mom. A boring battle ensues on the boards, and that's where hockey is won. Delano takes the puck off the boards, and just like that comes down on Luke. Couple move shot goal. And if I couldn't have expressed it enough, right here, the boring hockey is where you win the game. They pull the puck off the boards in a boring fashion, break out, and find themselves on a breakaway and quickly bury it 3-0. You got to win the puck battles on the boards. It's just an area where when I was a kid, I focused a lot on muscling people off the puck and actually having the passion on the boards to win that puck battle. You got to fight. You got to want it. You got to kick your feet in there. You got to jam your stick at the puck. You got to lean into the other player and be pissed on the boards. And we're just playing a little soft on the boards. I want to see us play tougher on the boards. That all came off the boards. Horowitz has got it, and they came down on a breakaway. And I literally just said that's where the game is won and lost. Is on the boards, fighting for those loose pucks. Tigers make us pay for it. And they dump it off the glass. Nolan picks that one off. Just tougher hockey all around would help us tremendously. Another breakaway opportunity. Nolan battling hard. Does a good job breaking up that one. And the Tigers come crashing into the Zamboni boards. A little shooken up. The Tigers player skates off. Puck's in front of Luke. Skips just wide of him. Tough collision with the boards there by the Tigers. They try to tip it in. Can't get it to go.
Let's go!
Horowitz has got the puck. Right in front of the boards where we lost it before and they broke away. You got to get that puck deep, boys. And they almost go on a breakaway the other way. It's just fundamental hockey at this point. We are halfway through the season of Bantam B, and it's time for the boys to step up. I got to be honest. This is just normal hockey. Moves on the blue line, losing the puck going the other way. Dump it in deep and go win the puck race and then fight for it on the boards. It's not hard hockey to understand. All right, here we go. J-Mo. Battling for the puck on the boards. Puck comes over to Jameson. Connor's got it. Dumps it in deep, and that's what we're looking for. Just hem him in deep and see if he can't get a loose puck out in front of the net. Shot in on the Tigers goalie. Puck comes up. Just missed an opportunity to score there. Terry with the shot went off the shoulder of the goalie. Puck comes back to Terry's stick. He loses it. His stick got slashed out of his hands. Tigers are 3-on-2 the other way. Connor does a good job disrupting that. And Ramsey will pick up the puck in front of his own bench and just get it deep, buddy, and he's not able to. I'm telling you, that's the stuff that I've been talking about. He's got to find a way to just win the fundamentals here. get that puck deep, and the puck is down and deep for a line change here on the long change, and instead we're fighting in our own zone. Ramsey will now come off the ice. Pitzel will come on. Tigers spin it up deep in front of me here. And then they do exactly what I talked about. They chip it in deep, and they got two defensive pairs changing. Deep shot on Luke, broken up by Pitzel. Another deep shot on Luke. He'll make the save there. Rebound comes out to Sam Elder. Sam loses it at the blue line. And we're going to call here on a rough. All right, so back to snowstorms, because that's fun. A lot of memories of building those forts with the just deep tunnels, tunneling down deep into the snow as a kid. What's more fun than a fort? Honestly, a snow fort is the way to go. I was telling my wife tonight, they're still at this age. Oh, and then Ramsey's got a penalty for rough, I guess. The weak calls are coming out by this ref right here. District 3, if you're watching. This is Bantam hockey, and this ref thinks it's Mite 4. The Delano call was weak, and that call was weak. And both calls came from that ref. These are really weak calls, I gotta be honest with you. This is Bantam B hockey. This isn't Mite 4. All right, anyways, tunneling. Building forts, and then when you're 45, I gotta be honest, like, I still get excited for the snowstorm. Something about it, it's just that childhood passion of snow. It never ends. Walter working hard to get it out of the zone. Soren's got it. Loses the handle as he gets the stick lifted. Delano a little bit better than us on 4-on-4 earlier in the first period. Tries to pick it off of Ben's stick, and that'll be well offsides. And the ref that loves to blow his whistle for no reason is going to drop the puck. Just let him play a little bit of hockey. I mean, nothing's been like dirty or egregious in this game by either team. Just let them play hockey. I mean, goodness gracious. All right, here we go. Pitzel fighting for it right in front of us. Tigers go D to D, and they'll dump it in deep. Trino thought about playing it and decided to let that puck go to Walter, who moves it up to Pitzel. Ben can't get it out. Soren fighting for it. Soren gets hauled down, and whistle-happy ref decides not to call that one. Puck sneaks over to the far side here. We 4-on-4 for another 55 seconds. Then Delano will have a 8-second power play. The Delano fans are looking for a hook, and it's like, for all you Delano fans watching at home, because I'm sure you are, there should be no calls in this game. They have been all just weak whistles. Let them play hockey. Shot comes into Pitzel's knee pads. Walter pushes him into the boards. And another Delano parent reaches his hand up in the air like that was a penalty. It was not a penalty. This is Bantam B hockey. This is not squirts. This is not mites. He didn't run him. He gently pushed him into the boards. Physical hockey where the game is won. Shot comes in on the Delano goalie, and he makes a save. The game is won with physicality, and it's won on the boards. It's that simple. Let them play hockey. 9:23 remaining in a very slow started second period. Elder on the draw. Terry with him on the left wing. Isaac and Schwarzenegger at D. Delano on a power play now for 8 seconds. That'll be short-lived as we bottle them up in their zone. Ramsey will be happy to get out of the box. Sam breaks it up to the blue line. Deep shot, can't get in on the goalie. And both teams are now full strength. I mean, I do got to hand it to the refs, right? I mean, I know I'm picking on them in a little bit, but a snowy night, they're both here, so that's a good start. Puck goes down in behind Trino. Delano pushes it back behind Luke again, and Ramsey spins it up makes a couple of moves. Tigers bottle us up there on the inboards. They fired out blindly to center ice, or to the slot area. Delano keeps it in, and they just miss a tip there. A weird play developed into almost a goal opportunity. Delano picks it up off the boards, back to their defenseman. Deep shot on Luke goes just wide. He sticks it back behind the net. And a big rebound. Puck all over in front of the net, and they score. A little bit of a sloppy play as the puck slung out from off the boards. Horwitz with the move here on the blue line, got off the goalie's helmet. Good try by Jake. Tigers shoot it out in front. Puck goes off of Soren's stick. Just stays in. Luke with another save. And we fire it out of the zone. Jake gives chase. Backhands it over to Soren, can't connect. Jack Berry tries to make a move on the blue line, can't get it to go. Tigers come back 3-on-2 the other way. Coach tells me he's got 3. He loses the handle there. We try to push it out of the zone. Luke gets a hold as they shoot it in on the net. Out in front of Trino, we were able to disrupt that as they had a good scoring opportunity. A little over halfway through the game here, 4-0 Delano. Zoomer in here. Puck goes wide to Luke. Battling for it. Peterman there. Ben breaks up the shot. Delano's got it center ice. They'll fire it in deep, and their offsides, they'll come all the way down. Because that was an intentional offsides. On the draw. Near side shot comes on the Tigers goalie, and he gets a hold. Nice opportunity there. Good try from the boys.
You head in the game.
Connor's got it. Puck is over to Nolan. Ramsey, a good breakout by the boys there. I like to see that. Good positive action as we get it deep. Tigers fired up. Nolan breaks it up, and then Delano is able to get it out of the zone. Ramsey dumps it in. They go D to D. Delano using their points really well this game. Chips it up off the boards. Haney's got it. Good progression by Nolan this year. First time he's been on B team in his career, and making some good strides. A lot of these boys coming from C hockey making good strides. Different ref calls a roughing here, and Ramsey for his second time will go into the penalty box. A lot of these guys making good strides here in their first year of B hockey, so that's fun to see. You know, Hopkins High School, one thing about us is you're going to have opportunities. If they can work hard here in Bantam hockey, this is a time where it's make it or break it for some of these boys in second year Bantams. A good opportunity to evolve into a varsity hockey player at Hopkins. It's, you know, a lean team for the most part. We co-op with De La Salle, and so far the high school team's off to a decent start this year. You know, we've got a lot of kids on our A team currently first in state that will be Hopkins high school players. So I'm excited for the future of Hopkins hockey. And we got some big kids on this team that are getting better. So maturity, hard work, anything's possible here. I love to use the Jeremy Roenick reference, one of the best USA hockey players ever. He didn't really play hockey until high school, and when he started playing, he became amazing. So you never know what will happen between now and your high school years. Hopkins fans not happy with the non-call right in front of us. For some of the calls I've seen, that one not being called was questionable, but I'm not here to debate that. Like I said, I don't think anything's been egregious in this game. Delano with a lot of speed skates right past our winger as we're on the penalty kill. They'll look to set up and they try to wrap it around. They can't. Puck comes over to Isaac. He'll just chip it up. Can't get it out. And nice job by Jack to push it out. We'll take the action by their defenseman just skating the puck in. This all goes back to, again, the fundamental hockey. Delano skates the puck around. Their defenseman went end-to-end, skated around the zone, tried to stuff it towards the goalie by himself on a power play, and then we broke it out. So, I mean, it's still this fundamental hockey at this B level. You sometimes just see break down. That was a good example where you would have liked to see Delano's player come in, skate it in hard, and then find an open teammate for a pass, and he just didn't do it. So we'll take the break. Puck goes off the glass, comes out of the zone. There'll be no icing there. Pitzel works hard after the puck. We're back to full strength. Ramsey cannot be in the box again, or he'll have to sit the rest of the game. And we'll get an icing. So I'm a part-time coach up here and part-time therapist for the parents. His shots read 24-9, probably about that, I'd say. Barry on the drive. Horwitz to the wing. Alberg to his other wing. Jacobson back at D, so his experiment up at forward did not last all that long. I think he said, I've done enough back up at front, not feeling comfortable. Coach moving back to D. Connor with a deep shot in on the goalie. Barry with the tip. Good opportunity there. Goalie made a nice pad save. And we're offsides intentionally. Hey, Mickey breaks out. Delano's got it. I dance around the tripod again. Soren's got the puck now as I just watched Amanda. There's a trip, and that'll be a call. Just watching Amanda dance over here. Let's see if we can get her dancing again. Soren, her son, draws the penalty. Let's see what she's got. Amanda spends a lot of time helping the dance team. She is like the dance team manager or something? I don't know. But they had like 60 dancers at their house from the dance line. And I think Zach said, I am getting out of here. Zach couldn't get out of the house fast enough. We met up for a whiskey and him a mental break. Delano might get an opportunity here. This puck goes right behind our D. Connor fighting for it. They make a couple moves. Great job by Trino. Luke with a beautiful save. And we've seen that quite a bit here when we've been on the power play this season, is where we I would like some more movement from the defensemen with that. They get the puck, and instead of moving along the blue line, they fire it right into the shin pads. You know, one of the things they're coached at defenseman position is take a step or two. Luke will get a hold. A step or two at the blue line, just shoot around the forward pressuring with their shin pads, and we just got to work on that a little bit. This music reminds me of going to old North Star games, honestly. I love it. I love the tunes. Nice pad save by Trino off the draw. Delano forces it right back behind her Tendi. Walter's got it. Comes out of the zone. Puck comes right back. Walter with a beautiful pass up to Ramsey. Ramsey tries to slide over to Ben, who's breaking towards the net. And Ben's right there. Shot. Score, finally. The power play goal. We have been pretty good on the power play. So we get a rebound and we pick it up and ram it into the net. And it's now 4-1 with 1:33 remaining in period number 2. Our power play's been pretty good this year. We've given up some shorties, as I mentioned, but when you're scoring at a 25-28% clip, I mean, look, for a team that's not scoring a lot, get on the power play because we're pretty good on the power play. Puck goes off the ref's skates. Ref still stand there, goes off his skates 2 more times, and he says, I'm getting the heck out of here. Ben with a couple of moves, wheels it behind Trino. Fights him off the puck. And we got a whistle here, offsides. All right, Hopkins wins the draw. Isaac's got it in front of Trino. He wheels it back up off the wheel to Wyatt. Wyatt gets bumped off the puck right in front of the Delano bench. Shifty Delano Tigers tried to make a move there, and Sam broke it up. Deep shot on Luke. Luke looks to play it, and then no one there to move it to, so he gets a hold. Tigers number 5 on the draw against Barrie. Puck skitters behind number 5. Soren picks up loose puck, moves up to Jake. Jake loses his wheels. Tigers number 3 dumps it in deep. Puck goes behind Trino. Houston there in front of the Zamboni boards. Tries to chip it. No way there to pick it up. Puck wheels back over to Hallberg. Hallberg looking to make a play. Can't. Tigers win a lot of those loose puck battles here. They'll win another one. They do a nice job getting back to their point. Point with the deep shot on Luke. Luke with a nice blocker save. Luke steered that one as you're taught right into the corner. Nice job by Trino. Delano's the deep shot on Luke with another save. Luke having a nice game here. Don't let the score fool you. He's had a lot of pucks shot his way. And that's the end of period number 2. Pulled off that one a little quick. It wouldn't have been in, but Luke being pretty busy down there. 4-1 Minneapolis. All right, shots are 27-11 officially from Delano versus Hopkins. 21 minutes left on the hour clock, 15 minutes left in the contest. See what we can't do here against this shifty Tigers team. Looks like a lot of first years on their team. They might have a second year or two, but got some speed. Delano always a good, strong team every year we've ever played them. Strong little organization out there, just like Hopkins. Not a lot of skaters. Not a huge enrollment. We'll get an icing. I think they just built an outdoor rink to get a second sheet, something that we envy. We got just this one sheet of ice. We've talked about a outdoor ice rink. We actually have a warming house that could attach to one. I think we'd all prefer a dedicated rink. This turns into, on like February 26th, it turns into a lacrosse all-turf rink. So we don't get hockey here all year like some of the other rinks do. Chippy cross-check comes out. I don't know who he's calling. It looks like Delano, number 19, I believe, gets the cross-check. And your Hopkins formidable power play comes back on the attack here. One power play goal, see if we can notch a second one here in the contest. Barry on the route. Pitzel to his right wing. Puck comes off the boards to Walter. Walter loses it in his skates, and then he's going to look over to go D to D. Sam back to Jack at center ice. Jack plays it into Ben's skates, can't get it to go in the snow that develops here in Bantam hockey, particularly B where we don't get a Zamboni. Ben trying to make a move through a couple of Tigers. Jack picks up the loose biscuit. Tries to play it to Ramsey in front. Can't. Walter on the slot with a shot. Saw Ben on the near side. Ben trying to get a tip there with his. He's on his backhand as a lefty looking at too. Battle ensues. We win that one. Puck comes back to Ben. Ben with a shot on the goalie. A rebound there. We stuff it just wide of the net. We got another penalty coming to Delano as they get a rough in front of the net. Huge opportunity as a big rebound from their goaltender. Just sat there. The rebound control not the best there from the Tigers tonight. And another opportunity with that puck just sitting there. We steered it around. There was a ton of snow to the goalie's left. It got hung up in the snow, and we got roughed in front of the net. 5-on-3 here for your Hopkins Royals with 13:46 remaining. Stanza number 3. Barry on the draw. Elder runs back there for it. Delano picks it up. Ben will grab control. Move to Walter. Walter tries to find Barry doorstep. Can't connect. Delano with a lot of pressure here. 5-on-3. Nice job by the Tigers. Walter with the slapper goes up over the crossbar. Still a minute left on this 5-on-3. Connor out there. Oh no, Sam tries to hit Walter and couldn't connect, and the puck comes all the way out. Delano shifts one guy off. For the Tigers comes 25. Walter with it in his skates. Still 36 seconds left on the 5-on-3. Walter skates it into the Tiger zone. Plays it back to Sam. Back to Jack. Jack with a shot. I don't know what that was. Goes well wide. Pitzel's got it. 22 seconds on the 5-on-3, and the goalie is going to grab a puck that was going wide of the net. Still 18 seconds left on the 5-on-3. We'd love to get a goal here in the next 18. We'd still be on a power play for another about 50 seconds if we get one here soon. Sorn on the draw with Horowitz. Ramsey's got the puck. Moves over to Isaac. Isaac walks it in, shoots it into the shin pad. Sam shoots a bouncing puck in. Goes wide of the net. Horowitz to Isaac. Isaac moves it over to Sam. And Delano gets one player back on the ice, so 5-on-4 now. Delano Delano does his job on the first part. Isaac with a shot goes off the goalie's pad, and then a shot gets held up off the boards into the goalie's glove, and we'll get a stoppage with just 39 seconds remaining on the 5-on play. All right, an important 39 seconds. We got to find a way here. Got to find a way. 4-1, Delano. Soren on the draw. Tigers win that. They play keep away behind their own net. And they dump it up to center ice. Off of Schwarzenegger's stick. Delano battling for it. And they've got the puck. Move it back to their number 9 defenseman. He fires it in well wide of the net. Ramsey's going to get it. He'll wheel it up to Hallberg in front of us. Storm with a couple of moves. Dances in on the zone. Tries to fire it into Jake. Can't connect. And that'll do it for the power play as Delano will be back to full strength here. Right now, they fire a deep one in on Luke. He makes an easy save. And 11:43 remaining in period number 3. Well, we're through phase 1 of the snow. I think we're getting more snow around midnight tonight. You know what they say, no snow from 6 to midnight. Puck comes out to Walter. He'll make a couple of moves. Peterman picks it up. Behind the Tigers, Tendy. Peterman's got it, loses it, and puck just slowly works its way over the blue line. Connor dumps it into the Tiger zone. 3 goes to dig for the puck, makes a hard stop, and then backhands it back over. Ben picks up the loose puck, throws it out in front of the net. Puck still loose. Never held. Quick whistle Central here as they blow that one dead way early. 11:02 remaining in stanza number 3. Barry on the draw. Tigers pick up the loose puck in front of Soren. 19's got it. Finds a way to move it up to a loose Tiger. And great save by Luke. They try to chip it up over Trino, and Luke, this 5'9" frame, is able to hold that puck on. Tigers split the 2 defensemen there. Came in on the zone. Delano wins that draw, but Jake with his speed was able to poke it aside. Fight for it ensues behind in the Tigers corner. Barry's plays the puck out to a slot, can't connect. Puck comes back to Isaac.
Come on, boys!
Tigers just chip it up off the glass. Isaac gloves it down. Right in front of us here, and then they're able to pick up that puck off the boards. They'll dump it in deep. Trino will go to play the puck. Sets it back for Schwarzenegger, who then plays it over to Isaac. Isaac dumps it all the way down. We'll have an icing here. And faceoff will come to Trino's right. Nine 26 on a snowy Tuesday evening. Your Hopkins boys will go up to Duluth to see if we can't keep our string of good tournaments going. It's where we seem to excel. 3rd and a 1st, I mentioned earlier. Tough first game. We got Edina up there. We got Osseo Black, one of the top teams in the state. And then we've got a Thunder Bay team. The Flames from Thunder Bay. Delano's got it. Couple of moves. Backhand goes up over the net. They dance around our defensemen, still at the puck. They move back to their point. Go in a nice play as they tip it over to a guy just on the doorstep and they couldn't connect. Deep shot gets blocked by Sam and his breezers. Delano will be offsides here. Puck will be at center ice as Delano was deep in our zone. we played a lot better here the last 12 minutes, I want to say. It's been a little bit more even. They came out and walked all over us to start the game. Before you knew it, quickly 3-0. Since then, it's been fairly even. So we'll got that to kind of build on for the boys. Walter with the puck back at forward now. Pitzel working in the play. Delano chips it up. Nolan Haney there at center ice will wheel it around. Goes D-to-D with Connor. Connor tries to move it up to Walter as the Tigers skate. Rar. Connor makes a couple of moves, still got the puck. Delano pinches him off that, and then Nolan's got it. Moves it up to Ben nicely. They hem us in at the blue line, and then puck comes back up to Walter. No icing here as Walter dumps it in deep, gives it a chase. Tigers spin that behind their net. We got 8:30 remaining in the period, 10 minutes on the game clock. We'll likely run out of hour clock time if this continues. No icing here, icing waved off. Delano, number 11, picks it up in the corner, throws it up behind Luke as 4 of the Delano Tigers were on the change. We can't get it out of the zone here. Delano finds a guy high slot. Luke with a great save as he anticipated that slide over from Delano to number 11. Good job by Luke. Nice save there. Ben's got it. Ben with a shot in on the goalie. He'll get a hold. Then we got 7:48 remaining here. 4-1 Delano Tigers. Nice save by Trino on that last one. He anticipated the puck sliding out from the back corner to a guy just camping out on the slot. Got his big frame in front of it, and a nice chest save off the chest blocker. Isaac's got the puck. Chips it in, and Delano chips it out. Skies it up over our defenseman. Offside at the line, and just barely. Decent patience by 11, and then 21 just did the "you're making too many moves on the blue line" signal to him. And we get an offside here with 7:33 remaining, 8 minutes on the hour clock. Barry on the draw. They dump it in on Trino. He'll stick that over to Schwartz and Truber. 2 Tigers there, just Sam by himself. Jack throws it up to center ice. Can't connect with Jake. Delano makes a couple of moves. They lose it there. It's Walter hems them up on his blue line. 15 for Delano. Chips it behind Trino. Walter can't win that puck battle on the boards. Delano goes back to their defenseman, and then they just happily dump it back in. A skate gets on it from Delano. Goes over to Jack. Fortuitous bounce. Jack moves it up to Jake. Delano's able to wheel that up center ice. Walter there. Walter up to Jack. Just stay on sides on the line. Jack a couple moves. Can't get it deep, but then Walter finds a way to pinch him back in. Barry back behind the Delano Tigers goalie, fighting for it with Horowitz. Delano tried to center it out to a breaking winger and couldn't. And we're going to get a penalty for a rough or a hook. Schwarzenschreiber goes in the box with 6:12 remaining, 7 minutes on the game hour clock. Tigers win the draw. They go back there to point. They look to set it up as we play a soft 4-man box. Chip it into the slot area. We collapse nicely on that. Nice job, Sam and Rammer. Ramsey with some moves at the center ice, tries to dump it in. Delano disrupts that. Elder there fighting for it. We dump it in towards the Tiger zone. Goes off number 3 skates. Ooh, and a goal. Nice job. A shorty is Ramsey picks it up behind the net, throws it out to Sam Elder, and we punch it in. I like the boys' effort. It's almost like Delano quit playing here the last period. Probably not Delano's favorite period that they've played all season. Again, I don't blame them. Long drive out here. They just school night, snow. Maybe they'll pick it up right here. We'll see. They fan on that one. Ben tries to chip it out. Still minute 12 to the penalty for Schwarzenegger. Ben with some speed. Makes a couple moves, scores! 2 shorthanded goals. 2 shorties in one minute. And just like that, it's 4-3. My oh my, have the Tigers fallen here. I don't know what's happened to this Delano team. It's not the team I've seen all season through. No, 6 periods of hockey. Still on a penalty for another minute. 2 shorties in 1 minute. Exceptional work by your Hopkins Rose. We have been a third period team, I'll give us that. We've played good in the third period this year. Need to get out to a faster start. Pitzel, the shorthanded goal scorer, on a mission to find a way to tie it up. Delano wheels it back the other way with another 35 seconds on a penalty to Schwarzenegger. Shot off the crossbar by Delano. Luke jumps out, the puck goes wide. Might get out of the zone, it doesn't. A deep shot on Trino, he makes the save. Puck's bouncing around the slot. Delano can't get it back to the tendy. And we got another 15 seconds left on the penalty to Schwarzenegger. And ref is calling a coincidental penalty to both. We got 4 minutes on the hour clock, parents. 4 on the hour clock, parents letting them know. So 4:22 on the game clock. Hour clock is at 4 minutes, now at 3. So 3 minutes left in the game. Hopkins parents yelling to drop the puck as Delano didn't have 5 out there. They wheel it in front of Luke. Delano's got it. We're full strength now. Jack throws it up to center ice. With 3 minutes and about 10 seconds remaining in the hour clock here, we're going to have to find an equalizer fast. I love this effort by the boys here. Connor's got it. This is the team that I saw take 3rd and 1st in a tournament now. They're wheeling around. Connor with the wraparound, can't get it to go. Puck's loose. Sam, or Soren back to Nolan. Nolan, the deep shot, goalie gets a hold. This is the team I love to see. Love this kind of effort. Delano has barely had a shot on goal in the 3rd period here. 2 minutes left in the contest. We'll see when they call Trino off. Connor hems him in at the blue line, dumps it in. Look to center, I can't get it to go. Nolan over to Connor. Delano tries to connect there in front of the net. They're going to pull Luke right now, I believe. Yeah, they're pulling Luke, so Luke coming off. Delano goes D to D. They played off the boards. Deep shot, and they score from the red line. That'll just about do it here with 1 minute left. A deep shot from the red line goes in, and 5-3 Delano now. Nice game by Trino, kept us in it when the boys weren't really ready to play hockey. He gave us a good shot there, like his effort. And, you know, we got it to 4-3, so feel good about where we netted there. Just couldn't complete it. Delano scores the empty net goal. That'll be all she wrote, I believe. We'll see, though. You never know. It's under over a minute left on the hour clock. I mean, for a first place team, I'm not overly impressed. I got to be honest. We're in last, and they're in first, and there's not a lot of separation in this district. Offsides at the line. There's just not. I mean, I don't think there's a standout team in Bantam B this year. Maybe Osseo Black, but outside of that, I mean, for a team that's riding first place to be playing the last place team 4-3, I don't know. I think I like our chances. We can keep improving. We got Jameson back today. We get Preston back. We haven't had a full team all year. So once we get everybody healthy, I think we got a chance to make a run here in districts. And frankly, it all comes down to playoffs anyways. The way it would be seated right now, we'd likely play this Delano team. Luke with a blocker save. And he'll sit on the puck, and now just about 30 seconds on the hour clock. It's not like we'd be scared to play this team in the playoffs. I mean, they're not dominating by any means. If I look at their goal differential, it's not substantial in districts. So last time we play him in district play, maybe we'll see him again in playoffs. Luke with a nice save as the puck came up towards his head. And that'll do it here on a snowy night. Tails of snow tails passed. Delano wins 5-3. That's all she wrote. I like the effort there at the end of the game. I'd like to see that team from the drop going forward. Good effort. Progress is what we call that. Progress. 2 shorties tonight. That was fun. Trina with a good game in net. Like our chances if we play them again. And with that, stay safe, have a great night, and for those of you up in Duluth, enjoy the weekend. I will not be up there. I think Jesse will be doing some casts, not all of them, so we'll be catching up.